Be honest. How many money videos have you watched this month? How many books, podcasts, or threads have you consumed? And yet, nothing has really changed. Your bank account looks the same, your habits look the same, you're still stuck. You're not lazy, you're not stupid. You're addicted. Addicted to financial advice. And it's not your fault. The system trained you to consume advice, not to act on it. It keeps you entertained, hopeful, always searching for the next secret while quietly keeping you broke. In this video, I want to break down the 5 real reasons you're addicted to financial advice and why it's the trap nobody talks about. Chapter 1. Advice feels like progress. Every time you watch a video, read a thread, or highlight a book, it feels like you're moving forward. You get that little dopamine hit. I'm learning, I'm improving, I'm on the right track. But learning isn't progress, action is. The system knows this. That's why financial advice is packaged like fast food, quick, bite-sized, satisfying in the moment. You feel productive without having to face the discomfort of change. I once had a friend who binge-watched investing tutorials every night. He could explain options trading better than some brokers. But when I asked him how much he invested himself, he said, "None yet, I'm still preparing." That's the trap. Consuming advice gives you the illusion of growth but leaves you exactly where you started. Advice feels like motion, but it's just noise unless you move with it. Chapter 2. Advice gives you hope without risk. Another reason you're addicted, advice is safe. When you're broke, advice feels like hope. If I just learn enough, I'll find the breakthrough. But hope without risk is just escapism, because advice doesn't cost you failure. It doesn't expose you to loss. It lets you dream without bleeding. That's why it's so addictive. You get the emotional high of imagining a better future without ever risking the pain of building it. I knew a guy who had read every book on property investing. He could quote authors word for word. But when the chance came to buy his first unit, he froze. He said, "I don't think I'm ready yet." Advice gave him the dream. Fear stole the action. The system feeds you endless advice because it knows most people would rather feel safe imagining wealth than feel scared creating it. Chapter 3. Advice keeps you searching for the perfect plan. The third reason you're hooked, you believe the perfect plan exists. That one book, that one video, that one guru who finally explains it in a way that unlocks everything. And so you keep searching, keep scrolling, keep buying courses. But here's the truth. There's no perfect plan. There's only the plan you commit to. I remember someone telling me, "I'll start investing once I find the safest, most guaranteed method." 10 years later, he was still searching. Meanwhile, the people who started imperfectly were miles ahead. The addiction to advice keeps you waiting for perfect, while your time, energy, and money quietly drain away. Searching forever feels smart, but in reality, it's just another way of staying stuck. Chapter 4. Advice protects your identity. Here's something deeper. Advice addiction isn't just about money, it's about identity. As long as you're learning, you get to hold on to a comforting belief. I'm someone who cares about growth, I'm trying, I'm on the path. But once you act, you risk proving the opposite. What if you fail? What if you lose money? What if you're not as capable as you thought? So staying in learning mode protects your ego. It lets you say, "I'm working on it," without ever putting your identity on the line. I once met a man who said he'd been studying business for years, but when I asked what he built, he said, "Nothing yet, I'm still gathering knowledge." The truth? He was protecting the identity of being the smart one, because action might break the illusion. Advice lets you look like a student forever without ever risking becoming a failure. Chapter 5. Advice is entertainment disguised as education. And finally, advice is addictive because it's entertainment dressed up as education. Think about it. Podcasts, TikToks, YouTube videos. Most financial content isn't designed to change you, it's designed to keep you watching. That's why creators release endless top 10 lists, new hacks, new secrets. Not because you need more, but because they need you to stay hooked. The result? You become a consumer of advice instead of a creator of results. You become a fan of wealth content instead of an owner of wealth itself. I'll tell you something harsh. Most people don't want to be rich. They want to feel like they're on a journey to being rich. And advice gives them that hit. That's why you're still broke. You're mistaking entertainment for transformation. Final truth. So let's recap. The reason you're addicted to financial advice isn't laziness. It's because advice feels like progress without pain, gives you hope without risk, keeps you searching for perfect, protects your identity from failure, and entertains you without changing you. And that's why you're stuck. Because advice is safe, advice is easy, advice feels good. But advice doesn't pay your bills, action does. The truth is, you don't need more advice. You need clarity, a mirror that shows you who you are, where your blind spots are, and what steps actually matter for you. That's why I created the Money Mirror Playbook. Not another pile of tips, but a framework. To uncover why you use money the way you do, to expose the illusions that keep you stuck, and to give you the mindset and tools to act for yourself. Because the cycle ends the moment you stop consuming and start creating. You can get the Money Mirror Playbook now on Shopify, link in the description. The mirror never lies. The only question is, are you ready to stop binging advice and finally look into it?